Good morning, budding bookworms. It's so good that you came today. We are going to talk about your emotions or your feelings today. And I have a really cool book that says, I feel. He looks happy. Does his dog look happy? I think so too. I have lots of feelings. They can change from up to down to up again. I feel loved when people care about me and help me. And I feel happy when I can do things myself. Yay, Dad's clapping his hands. He's learning how to ride a bike. At times, I get hurt or things go wrong. I may feel sad or down. It's tears. Things don't always go the way I want. I might feel angry. And what if something scares me? I feel afraid. When my feelings seem too big for me, I can ask for help. I may feel better if I talk about it. It's always good to have a friend to talk to. Or I might like some quiet time to help me feel calm. I know I'll feel happy again. It could be when I help someone. The end. So we have a song today about our feelings, and you know it because it's called the Hokey Pokey. But we're going to do it with Hokey Pokey feelings. So get ready because you have to stand up, because you have to turn around and do some clapping too. So here we go. Oh, we got the wrong song. I have two eyes, but that's not the song we want. We want the Hokey Pokey. We will just bring it up in 1 minute. Okay, we'll make it really loud so you can hear it too. Bear with us. Oh, maybe we can't do it. Okay, we'll come back to that. I have another book called Anne's Feelings. Anne is a really special name. That's my sister's name. So Anne is hopeful. Anne is in the depths of despair. Oh, she's so sad. She's in bed crying. Is it because there's rain outside? Anne is calm. She says, just looking at the birds outside. That makes me calm too. Anne is excited. Ooh, can you see what she's excited for? Ice cream. Anne is angry. Whoa, look at her face. Anne is scared. Is she scared of the spider? Is she scared of nighttime? I don't know. Anne is happy. She does look happy. Playing in the leaves. Anne is brave. It looks like she's singing in front of a group. Anne is surprised. She's going like this. Anne is full of wonder. Look at, she has a butterfly on her hand. She's looking at the bees in the flowers. And Anne loves. It's best to be loved by people and to love them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead with our craft. We'll come back to the song. So if you got our supply list, you know that you needed paper, a stick, and crayons or a marker, whichever you choose. So we're going to look at this one. What feeling do you think he has? He's going, oh, I think something surprised him or her. He looks very angry. Ah, this is a good one. He looks very happy. And the opposite of happy is sad. See the tear? Look at his teeth. I think he's scared. Oh, he's shaking. I don't know what happened, but he's scared. So we're going to do two emotions besides those, so you can choose whatever you want. My first one I'm going to do is shy. So they're going like this. Maybe this person is shy because he has to stand in front of people and sing a song. He might be shy because he's meeting new people and he's shy. So I just made a circle of paper and I'm going to get my crayon and I'm just going to color my whole circle. You can do it any color you like. Color right over it because then I'm going to use a marker to put on the features, the face. So we do the eyes. Have you ever felt shy? And eyebrows. And then they have their hand over their mouth. I feel shy. So then we're going to get a stick and you can use glue or I'm going to use tape and we're going to make it into another puppet to use. Okay, my other one is worried. Now, sometimes I get worried about things that I don't know how it's going to work out. Like, oh, how is this going to happen? Or what will I do? I just get worried. See my face? Do I look worried? That's how he is too. He even has a bit of sweat coming down the side of his face. So let's color it again. I have two. You can do as many as you want. This time I'm going to use yellow. Color it all. Like that. Use my marker again. I'm going to put in some sweat drops. His eyes, pupils. If you're worried, your mouth is sort of frowning. Worried. Okay, so we're going to put another stick on. And we have another puppet. So we're going to use these puppets today when we read a story. And I think now that we've got the song ready to go, I think we can use them too. So I'll get them ready and we will start. Get ready to hokey pokey.
Take your happy face out. You put your happy face in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Everybody turn around. You put your sad face in. You take your sad face out. You put your sad face in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Everybody turn around. You put your angry face in. You take your angry face out. You put your angry face in you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Everybody turn around. You put your silly face in. You take your silly face out. You put your silly face in and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. Everybody turn around. Everybody turn around.
Good job. That was fun. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some things that might happen in your life and what feelings you have when it happens. So let's pretend you went out to the park. You came home and you went down to your room and you looked at your Lego. But somebody had been playing with your Lego and they broke it. How do you feel? Do you feel sad? Maybe. Do you feel angry? Maybe. And it's okay to feel those things. But do you think you could put your Lego back together? I do too. So let's work at putting it back together and we can fix it. Okay, here's another story. This is you. And this is your best friend. She's been your best friend for all your life. You play at the park together. You go to school together. You just talk about everything. But she just told you she has to move away. How do you feel? Do you feel sad? Or do you feel worried, thinking, what am I going to do without my best friend? That's a hard one, isn't it? Okay, we have one more. All day long, it's a beautiful day like today. You had plans to go to the park, and when it came time to go, the clouds started to turn dark and it started to rain. Can't go to the park. How do you feel? Do you feel angry? Maybe. Do you feel sad? Maybe. Because you had such great plans to play with your friends at the park. But when the sun comes out, maybe you could feel happy. Okay, I have some books, and we're just going to read part of the book, but it's going to give you an idea of what the story is. This one is Feeling Worried. Here's my worry face. Let's see why she's worried. By Kay Barnum. School was over for the day, and the long, warm afternoon lay ahead. As soon as I get home, I'm going to play on my scooter, Ava said. Lucky you, said Brother Noah. I have to do my math homework. Oh, that won't take you long, said Ava. She couldn't believe it when a tear rolled down Noah's face. What's wrong? Asked Ava. She hated it when her brother was upset. The homework looks really, really hard, sobbed Noah. I keep looking at it and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm so worried that Mr. Skinner will be mad at me. Try not to worry, Noah, said Ava. We'll look at the homework together. It might not be as tricky as you think. 10 minutes later, they sat in the kitchen. Let's check out that first question, said Ava. Look, all you have to do is add those numbers and then multiply them by 5. That's all, said Noah. I don't think he's going to be worried now because Ava helped him. Next one, Feeling Shy, by the same author. And here's my shy face. The new girl had been at school for 3 hours, and she still hadn't said a word. At recess, she stood in the corner of the playground and kept her eyes on her shoes. Lily decided it was time to take action. I'm Lily, said Lily to the new girl. What's your name? I'm Maria, whispered the girl, kicking a stone. It's my first day, and I feel really shy. Everybody has lots of friends, and I don't know anybody. I'll be your friend, said Lily brightly. Would you like to play after school tomorrow? Maria smiled. Okay, she said. All right. Next one, Feeling Jealous, by the same author. It's not fair, said Martha, punching a pillow. What's not fair? Lucy asked. She was Martha's best friend, and she was worried about how upset Martha looked. Peter goes to bed at 8 o'clock, huffed Martha, hurling a cuddly hippo across the bedroom. And I have to go to bed at 7. See? Not fair. Ah, said Lucy. She did see. Dad says I'm silly to feel jealous, added Martha. He says that Peter's older than me, so of course he should go to bed later. Lucy thought for a moment. Then she smiled. If Martha could think of something good about being the younger one, then she might feel happier. Wonder what that might be. Could it be she gets an extra treat? I don't know. Feeling sad. By Kay Barnum. Rio watched as Marcus kicked a soccer ball against the school wall. He looked really miserable. What's wrong with Marcus? Rio asked Jack. Haven't you heard? Said Jack. He's moving, which means he's changing schools, and he's really upset about it. Oh dear, said Rio. He liked Marcus a lot. He decided to try and cheer him up. Next time the ball headed in Rio's direction, he kicked it back to Marcus. Hey, Rio said, I'm sorry to hear that you're leaving. Not as sorry as I am, mumbled Marcus. And he kicked the ball so hard that it flew right over the wall. Is there a soccer team at your new school? Asked Rio. Marcus brightened a little. Yeah, I think so. That might be a good way to make new friends, said Rio. I think he made his friend feel better. He's not so worried about going to a new school. Sometimes when we're worried, we need some things to help us, or just even sad, or if you're a little upset about something. So I thought this might be a fun thing to do when you're at home. Take a balloon, any balloon, and as you can see, we made a funnel. If you have a real funnel at home, that would work easier, but we didn't have one. And I have rice. Now we're going to pour the rice into this balloon. Hopefully it'll work. Or you could use sand. Oh, oh. You'll do better than me. But we got some in. And we shake it down. We pull the funnel out. So it's squishy. Now you might need help to tie your balloon, because sometimes it's really hard to do. And the more you put in, the bigger it'll be. Mine's pretty tiny because I spilt most of my rice. So now I need the marker, and I'm going to draw a face on my marker. So see if you can guess what it is. I'm using permanent so it won't rub off. He's feeling sad. And then on the other side, can you guess what I'm going to draw on this side? I think you know. Now he is happy. Now the fun thing of this is you can just squish it. Adults call them stress balls. It just feels good. Or you could take it outside and use it as a kickball and work through some of your feelings or your emotions. Pretty easy idea, right? Okay, I have one more book to read, and it's called It's My Room. So once again, I'm going to use my puppets, my emotion puppets, but I want you to guess too as I'm reading this story. This is by my favorite author, Robert Munsch. It's My Room. Look, said Matthew's mom. We're going to have a big new trailer. You get your own room. Oh, I think Matthew would be, I think so too, happy. Well, said Matthew, will there be lots of people in my room like in our old trailer? No, said his mother. Well, said Matthew, will there be just me in my room? Yes, said his mother. Yes, 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 said Matthew. How about dogs and cats and horses, said Matthew. Do you think he's a little worried? No, said his mother. There will not be dogs and cats and horses. There is a room just for you and you alone. Yes, 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 said Matthew. That day, Matthew and his mom moved into the new trailer. Wow, yelled Matthew. Finally, a room just for me. He's jumping up and down on his bed. He's so happy. But the next day, his mother said, my brother from back home, the one with 2 sons, is thinking of moving here. And they'll be visiting for a little while. No, yelled Matthew. No, no, no. Come on, said his mom. It'll just be for a little while. So the 2 cousins came to sleep in Matthew's bed. It took Matthew a week before he could sleep without dreaming about stinky toes. Worried. A week later, his mother said, oh, Matthew, my sister is going to move here, and her dogs are going to have to stay in your room for a while. No, yelled Matthew. No, 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 no. Those are the dogs that ate the mailman, and they'll probably eat me while I'm asleep. Nobody liked that mailman, said his mother. And my sister needs help, so you will have to share for just a little bit. Is he scared of the dogs? Maybe a little. So the two dogs came and slept in Matthew's bed. It took him a week before he could sleep without dreaming that he was being eaten by large, ugly dogs. They do look pretty big. A few weeks later, his mother said, "My 5 cousins are moving here, and they are bringing bunk beds, and they'll be in your room for just a little while." "No," yelled Matthew. "No, no, 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 no. They all snore, and I do not want them in my room." "Ha," said his mother. "You snore, and they are my cousins, and that's that." Look at his face. I think he's getting angry. Matthew decided to sleep under the trailer. But mosquitoes and black flies came out and almost ate him alive. "I've had it," said Matthew. "It's my room and not a hotel." Matthew went into the trailer and took a package of pork chops out of the refrigerator. Then he walked down the road, past the trucks, to the dump. At the dump, he yelled, "Yo, bears! Pork chops!" 3 bears followed Matthew. He ran back home, opened the door, and threw in the pork chops. The bears ran in after the pork chops. Matthew's relatives yelled, "Bears! Ah!" And they all ran out of the trailer and didn't come back. When Matthew's mother got back, she was happy to hear that the relatives had left. So Matthew decided not to tell her that he was now sleeping with bears. I think Matthew looks happy. Cool book, right? Okay, we have one more song to sing, and it's If You're Happy and You Know It. So get your hands ready, and we're going to do happy first. Maybe I'll put it right up here while we sing. Ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sad and you know it, wipe a tear. If you're sad and you know it, wipe a tear. If you're sad and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're sad and you know it, wipe a tear. If you're angry and you know it, give a face. If you're angry and you know it, give a face. If you're angry and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're angry and you know it, give a face. If you're surprised and you know it, go woo! If you're surprised and you know it, go woo! If you're surprised and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're surprised and you know it, go woo! But this is my favorite emotion, so we're going to sing it again. If you're happy and you know it, give a smile. If you're happy and you know it, give a smile. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, give a smile. That's a good way to end our day today. I hope you have a good week. I hope you smile lots. And next week, we're going to be talking about dads. So we'll see you then. Have a good week, everybody. Keep smiling.